Hey guys, thanks for joining me again on my video. I have a question to ask you this morning, and that is, have you ever been around somebody, perhaps a group of people, who you thought did not treat you right? Perhaps they did not speak of you well. They looked at you out of the corners of their eyes, and there was a hushed tone among them. There's this below the waterline perception of, or maybe this communication they had with each other that was silent, and you could pick up on it, and you knew it was about you, and you didn't like it because for some reason or another they don't have you pegged right, and you can't figure out why. You don't know what you've done, you don't know what you said, and so you're kind of stumped. You don't know what to do. You've racked your brain trying to figure out what could have gone wrong. Why do they not understand me in the way that is accurate? Now, I don't have all the answers to this because there could be a lot of different reasons why. I want to present to you one possibility, and I just want you to think about what I'm about to tell you. And that is, have you, in the course of your conversation with these people, provided that you've had one, because I mean, how else could they judge your character? If you've had conversation with these people, I want you to think back on anything that you might have said about yourself. And you go, well, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Really dig deep. Even think about when you've been joking with these people. When you try to be humorous, or when you've made a mistake about something. What have you said about yourself? And the reason why I say this is because years ago my father gave me some advice. He said, Greg, I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you speak about yourself, be very careful what you say, because people just might believe you. Now, I had done some public speaking for him. He was supposed to go out of town. I was speaking in his place for him. His plans got canceled, and he didn't want to thwart all the planning that I put into speaking in front of this group of people. So he said, even though I'm gonna be there, I'm not gonna stop you from getting. I'll go ahead and take the role back. But if you want to go ahead and do what you were originally planning to do, go right ahead. I don't want to stop you. I said, no, I'll go ahead. I didn't want to, seem timid to my father. So I went ahead and spoke. And my father's sitting there in the audience, and I was kind of intimidated by that. But I had said something, or maybe I had said several things about myself that made me look, maybe, I don't know, not bad, but it kind of maybe skewed people's vision of me. Now, I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was I said, but public speakers often make, at least rookie public speakers will often make certain mistakes. I've even heard veterans do it, where in the course of their speech or whatever it is they're doing, they'll say things to be more relatable to the crowd, and they'll put themselves down so that they don't look like they're trying to lift themselves up above everybody. Do you know what I'm talking about? And just imagine if I say something disparaging about myself in the hopes that you won't think that I think I'm better than you. It's kind of it's a counter move that's actually counterproductive to what you're doing. And I don't know if I said it in jest. I don't know if I was being serious, but my dad did pull me aside and he says, look, you got to be careful when you're talking to people that you're careful about what you say of yourself, because people just might believe you. And all I'm trying to tell you is that if you're somebody who says things about yourself like, I'm so stupid, I never get anything right, I make so many mistakes, I'm dumb, I'm fat, I'm a loser, I can't stick to anything, I'm good for nothing, I can't remember, and I do this, I can't remember names, I can't remember anything, and you just talk bad about yourself, and you may not be talking about yourself all the time. It's just comments that you make in the course of a conversation. Now, there are some people you can trust with that. You have maybe close friends, people that are not going to judge you one way or the other. But you have to be careful. You have to be very wise about this, because it just might be, just entertain the thought with me for a second, it just might be that the reason people look at you the way they do and look at you out of the corners of their eyes and speak under their breath and don't trust you is because you've given them a reason to. You're giving them a reputation that of yourself that you formed in your own mind. I've heard it said once, and I'm not sure I'm going to get this right, by John C. Maxwell, someone who speaks a lot on leadership. He said, if you do not raise the value of yourself, if you do not raise the value of yourself, be assured the world will not do it for you. Okay? There are people who are just cruel and mean and judgmental, and I'm not saying that you should bend to their will. And then there are people that are just human. People, just everyday good people, still judge people. I mean, it's judging people is a part of life. And people always say, you shouldn't judge anybody. But we do. There is a right way. You do have to judge people. It's in the... People lose the context and all of that. We do judge people. And we are being judged. But if you're going to be judged for the right reasons, don't give people a verdict on your character by saying horrible things about yourself that in fact might not be true at all. You know, if you say horrible things, if you say disparaging things about yourself, then expect people to believe it. Just think about that. Raise your value. Stop and think about the things you're saying. Change the way you talk about yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to it doesn't mean that you have to say things that are let's say you take a step in this direction. You go, I'm going to start saying much better things about myself. Make sure it's all true. Okay? Don't go in the other direction and confabulate and just exaggerate and embellish everything about yourself in the attempts that you're going to feel better about yourself and everybody else is going to feel better about you, because then that's just a lie. Be real. But, and you know, there are people that think when they say horrible things about themselves, they are being real. I have found out through experience that oftentimes we're even wrong about ourselves. I don't want to get too much further into this, because I'm going to say things that don't really apply to this conversation. Just be careful what you say about yourself and who you say it to. Change the way you talk about yourself. It'll change the way you think about yourself. And in turn, it will change the way others think about you. So what you've done is you've raised your own value. You have to raise your own value, because the world's not going to do it for you. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And go ahead and subscribe. Check out my other videos. You're going to like them. All right. I will catch you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.